Test, test. Alright, now it's okay. So, welcome to Ascent from Nine Mountains. As you can see, I already tried it a little bit. I didn't play that much. I just mostly was fighting stuff, because why not? Let me just start a new game. And question is, we have our forename and surname, right? So, we can just say we are from Franconian chat or something like that. And we got quite a few abilities here that we can collect. I think nothing of this is truly crazy or so, but it's quite nice. Blocked Meridian. Meridian will give us a bonus to Meridians and a minus to Meridians and a bonus to the Entian. And then it doesn't matter that much, actually. I think. Meridian would give us better Meridians. So it would help us with key control and combat artifact power, but less flesh, so we are more squishy. Let's go as a bro. Okay, okay. Do you have an idea or what? Actually, there's no fist. No, that's wrong. There is fist. There is fist. Alright, so. Block Meridians. Means... I feel it's quite okay. Then what else? These either give us more defense, more health, which is actually not bad. Key control probably is a good idea for doing crafting, which you probably do need to do. Prodigy. Prodigy. Give us the Worn Cauldron. It is actually not much, right? There are a few more money or so. Could maybe start with a. Actually, it might be nice to be a second errand runner, because if you get the flying sword, then you are well quicker, you know. This is all a bit additional stuff here. Nothing of that is truly important. I guess Tattered Mail would be pretty good too, because then you immediately have some armor or so. Ha! Open power makes sense. Grave gets a weapon, which is also not bad. Basically, I checked it a little bit, right? And you basically want to have a good armor, a good sword, which is an artifact, a good artifact. And whatever you want, I mean, we can also change that guy here, right? Who cares? But I bet if the flying sword, we would be quicker, which would be, well, kinda useful, right? But we will switch it out quite quickly anyways. The sect favors is nice though, because then you can, well, buy more sect stuff. Look, that could be anyone. I mean, you can also take the key prodigy. That's probably one of the most useless ones, though. Egg Runner, Edit Runner is nice, because then you need to grind the sect favor, and you can use that for some stuff. And because you immediately have a flying sword, so you're a bit quicker on the way, you know. We save quite a bit of time. The rest is okay-ish, but only this is probably the best one, because simply you start with sect favor. Let's go. But sadly not voiced. Unless we are here, or we are are or were living in Ling Tiao village. And suddenly we hear crashes, right? We're attacked by beasts. And I don't think these options here matter at all. It's always the same. So, let's just get dressed, right? We are clearly not yet dressed. However, a beast in Meridian Opening 2 has arrived, and we're going to die now. So basically this is a round-based system. You have various abilities, and well, if you zero, you're dead. Actually quite nice, because you can make your own stances and so on and so forth. Of course, ideally they should work properly, right? But what can you do? Right now here at the start we basically got nothing, so we're just going to die. It has been among the most wisher of game titles. Yeah, it's not bad in that regard, right? It's also full of tropes, of course. So. And just before we are killed, something happens. Namely, we are rescued by lightning apparently that hit us. We got 1 key absorption from that. And suddenly this female here is here. And apparently that came from her, the lightning by accident. It was meant for her, but we got it for some reason. And now we are fate connected. You know how it is. And she's now going to invite us into the sect. But doesn't really care about that, so she gives us to someone else. This Lu Yan will now do the stuff for us. The number up this he means the realm, right? She was number 5. He's number 3. And we are only number 1. And now we are being an outer disciple. Get some and we basically have some tutorial that tells us how the stuff works. Who are you? A person was to deal with you. So he changed his tone quite quickly, or surprisingly. So we get a pill for healing. Basically, how this worked, right? When you take damage, you need to heal. Which is normally this one here, which takes 6 days to fully heal. But if you got one of these better pills, then it's only 1 day. Excuse me. Boom. But I'm basically right now we are still mundane. We're not even yet level 1. We need to reach body forging. For that we got 1 awakening pill. Basically each realm from early, middle, late, and then you are at the next realm. And you mostly need some kind of pills or other things to break through. Pop. And thus we got Charisma, Lifespan, and Flash. Also some other things, right? We also got crafting loadout strength, stance length, more health, better barrier, max toxicity, is the amount of pills that we can use until we can't use anymore, power upgrades, and so on and so forth, right? Upgrades, good. Now you can see there's a few more things. There's brain, heart, pill, and groin stuff. And we know of 2 upgrades here, but there are 2 more, and we will learn about those. But that's our uniform. And our sect much to the delight of Deb, I'm sure, does focus on Fist and Blossom technique. Blossom flower techniques, basically. They're actually quite powerful. Obviously, we are going Fist, like it should be, right? Right, closing first. Then we got our Spirit Fruit. We can get that to up to 50. I think every 5 level we get a bonus or so. We get some additional Sect Favor, which means we got 2500 right now. And this guy, for example, he does practice cloud techniques. Alright, so let's go through the stances. These are the fun part. Basically, every manual comes with a prefix style that gives you a small hint how you could play. But you can also change how the stances should work. Make a second one. Here, for example, we make the block. You also got some nice auto names for that. But you can make your own stances like ever you want. You could say, you could make some rule here like do first, and then do when something, for example. How isn't the reading game? Nah, it's not. Not at all. Not at all. You got, of course, some things that you need to learn, but you don't really need to read or go super deep into the story. Basically, we got some quests so that we become an auto disciple, and when we level up, then sometimes people come around and say, hey, actually, finally you leveled up. Do this for better stuff, and so on and so forth. Now we also need to learn to craft, and we will learn to do a healing pill. But first we need to learn the recipe. Boop. Alright, you can see we have 3 bars, right? We got completion, which we do need or nearly need to reach at least, so that the pill is actually a success. We got perfection. The higher this one is, the higher the chances that it's not just a normal variant, but it's a plus variant, so better than before. And then of course you got stability, which means that when this is done, your run is over. Well, your pill run is over, and you either reach then your completion or perfection that you want, or you're out of luck. Depending on the skills that you have and that you get later on, they may become easier then. Alright, let's see, increase completion by 11, perfection by 8, and restore stability. So let's just go for something like that, then we restore some stability. Oh yeah, and each try basically also makes us more tired and so on and so forth, that's why we're a bit lower. Now 75 is pretty good already. I guess we had a lucky crit or so. Let's just go... Actually, waiting on the smart stability cost there. I'm sure it's fine enough, right? Let's try for perfection. And let's see. It worked. So we got a perfect craft, so we got an upgrade to our craft skill. Basically some kind of experience simply. And now the pill is better than it would have been elsewise. And since we learned how to do it once, even though it's only 73%, we can now insta-craft it too. Ah yes, and the key we gained is basically like experience. Everything you do, no matter if it's crafting for example, or if you fight, or if you meditate, and whatever else, right? All of that gives you key, and if you got enough experience, then you can basically level up. But don't worry, it's not like experience, it just means that you do stuff and capture the key. And... And you can still select how you want to level up. But not as, let's say, intricate as Tale of Immortal. But it's pretty good. Alright, now we need to do a capture mission. Let me get the other mission too if I can. Dang, I'm not allowed. It's the mission hall, right? Kill 3 Rathaskar and then again Sect Favor. Nice. Actually, the asshole is already flying away. But thankfully we also got that, so I'm actually not going there if I have the choice. This is a bit of the world map and we could just go there. I don't want to though. I'm going to cheat, take the other mission too since that's in the same spot, and finally equip our weapon there. And do some more, then we go to the stance and say quick access and add the pill there so we can use it in the fight. And since we are here, can we take some other pavilions too? There's for example Meridian Ceiling. Is they... Yes, this is also part of the fist hub. I see everything that's yellow coded, right? And this here is similar to, I believe, yes. Costs us 1000 favor, but thankfully we got some more left, right? Basically, these we already know, but we could get a kick and the ceiling thingy. Ceiling does less damage taken, okay. Every success gives us... gives us a buff. Let's get that. No need to stay weak after all. Did we already learn it? Yes, we did. In this one got a few more things that we could do. In fact, I believe it's... I'm not sure if it's really good, but I'm at least sure it's pretty good. Basically, we first buff ourselves, first hit them, right? Get a barrier, gain flow, which we can then use. Add the ripple force, which again buffs ourselves and so on. Then we get another buff, and then we go and hit them. That's actually quite nice. Are we going to take that? Or I would like to, if I could delete that shit here. Ah, we already have it. Yes. And we already can cycle through that then. It's pain? Nah. Basically, it is... You don't need that much, it's just a tutorial that explains to you how stuff works, right? But you can play around quite a bit with the stances and make your own stances, make your own cool moves and mix them together and so on and so forth. That's quite nice. But thankfully for you guys, apparently, they made an upgrade, so quite a few of the good stances, let's say, you don't need to figure that out on your own anymore. You can just go and learn it from the manual itself. As you can see right now, it's only 5 days instead of 7 days. Alright, do we need to talk to that guy? I think no, I think he wants us to kill the things, right? Alright, so basically, we are here now, the guy was waiting for us, and now we can do our first few fights. In fact, I think I made it really quick. Maybe I should fix that. Combat speed, yeah, let's go to normal combat speed. Alright, and that's one of these Rathaskar. I think you got it from the name, what kind of thing this is, right? Did I do something wrong? Oh, we should already attack or get something for that. I think it actually bugged out. Ah no, I needed to click on that. Ah yeah. That's the first fight, that's why we didn't learn it yet. Normally you can automate that and I was a bit confused why I couldn't do that. Tehe. Ah, there it is, auto battle. Yeah. Why don't you just go through and see if your idea how these dances work well. Hey craps. We are going to... Today is the 12th, right? Which means it's Friday when the other game comes out. But we could do the loot game tomorrow some more, I guess. Maybe with the younger sister this time? Or with the fox girl, I don't know. Anyway, the thing is dead. We got some experience, some loot. But we need 3 of those. Ah yeah. And these things you can either sell, depending on what it is, or you can use them for crafting your stuff. And these technique shards is to learn more of these techniques that you saw earlier. Alright, maybe we explored enough, so we learn about some outposts that is near us. This time we fight Gorashi. And thanks to our pretty good technique, we should probably go through everything without many problems. And that's why I took the other mission too, because as you can see, basically you got like 2 different types of monsters in each location. And since you're probably going to kill 3 of those too, why not take the mission for this thing here too, right? I think XP-wise are still pretty good, right? Let's see. We also use the heal item, but I don't think we need it. If it's not too much at least. Is there a way to use items? I'm pretty sure there was. Might be that we'll only learn about that later though. It's getting a bit close, but I think we can do one more. Okay, we learned about the shoe planes, also very nice. And the Rataskar, the 3rd one, so with that one we will have done it. I can return and take our mission. It's kinda close, man. Right, but that's it. Numero 3. So, let's see about this, the outpost that we saw earlier, and this is the shoe planes. But we need to return and hand in our sect missions. We get the sect favor for that, which is around 1000 total again. And now we can continue with the tutorial quest. And we need to master our techniques. And we need 506 key, and then it tells us about something else. Well, we could do that. But let me enter first. How much key do we even have right now? Where was it? Here. That is us. We got key, I guess this one here, right? Not enough. That's how much we got. So we did all. Oh yeah, more missions in theory. Delivery, cull. I don't think we can do any of those, sadly. Crafting all, can't do anything here either. Recipe. Oh, this is pretty important later on, because you can make your own clothes, your own garb. But we're not really strong enough for that, sadly. Now what we probably would like to get is the Blade of the First Mountain. That is basically some sword that is next to us and just keeps hitting the things. Costs us though 1000 more of these sect resources here. You can also learn how to do more stuff for the crafting. You can get various pills here. Cauldrons for the crafting. And basically we need to grind quite a bit, and you know how I am. We love grinding, right? These here are all different talents and so on and so forth, but I don't think we really need them. I think we just heal up. So we got 6 days. And if I'm right, we got 243 key. So how much would we need, or how much days would we need? 39 per day. I mean, if I had a formation, it would probably be quicker, right? I think we should just go and fight things. Beat stuff up. Because then we also get items that we can use and we can sell. Okay, this is already the first month. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I thought to put something in the quick items, but I think I didn't in the end. And of course we can do the fights quicker too. But at least at the start it's quite nice to see what actually happens, and you might want to be careful too, right? There's a combat pill. Why am I not seeing those though? That is weird. Did they change that? You can even have fast reward animation and everything here. It's generic? I mean, I'm just showing off the game. It's a wuxia game. That's all I'm doing here. We're not playing that for long. We're just playing it for 1 or 2 hours. It goes pretty deep into the wuxia stuff, too. With crafting, with leveling up in the sense of that you need various items and there's different ways to do it and so on and so forth. Which is quite nice. It's also still an EA, so there comes quite a bit of it, but if you just like grinding and want to do wuxia stuff and level up in wuxia things, then it's quite nice, let's say. Well, from leveling up you basically need to do that. And you can temper your stuff too. I'm not sure if you can use demonic energy. I know that there's other stuff like auctions and so on and so forth. And exploring dungeons or whatever not. Should there? Yeah. Pretty sure there should normally be heal items here. Who cares? It's fine. I mean, it depends how you see that. You have a way to fight with blood type, but it's just a different type. The game doesn't really care how you do this stuff, as long as you do it. Let me see how much experience we actually make from any fight. Pretty sure here should be a menu. I'm not sure why I'm not seeing that. Did I hide it by accident? I think it's actually not that much. What was his dance preview stuff? Oh well. I mean, it's not like we could use demonic energy or unorthodox methods in Tale of Immortal, right? You think it will be Half-Life 3? The Tale of Immortal sucked? How dare you? How dare you? You Steam Deck? I don't know. I mean, there would kind of need to be one. That's true. But I'm not sure if it's a Steam Deck. You know, it's not that fitting, I think. Let's just meditate a bit more after we have healed. Yeah, Rataskar again. And Gorashi was the other one, right? Show me the calendar again, please. Month 6. Oh, yeah, lots of time. In fact, hold up. New Steam Deck. Now, I'm not sure. Maybe it's something completely new. I mean, Steam Deck would be nice, but I don't think so, man. It's somehow not really fitting, you know? Yeah. Auto stance, select stance 1-0. I'm pretty I don't care, man. It will work out. It will be Half-Life 3. I mean, maybe that will be something completely different. Maybe they have some streaming now or so, you know? Like GeForce Now, that you no longer need to install Steam, you can just stream it. That sounds kind of interesting, I think. Come on, cat. No, 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 not like that. Cat, no, no. See, the cat moves in and immediately goes to the... to my place where I want to sit. She knows what she does. I mean, we'll see what it is, right? I'm sure cat punish Franco, I'm always being punished. I'm already punished with chat. Can't get worse than this. Very, very good? What do you mean very, very good? So I basically made it so that the pill is used automatically. But I'm not sure about the rules for that. Okay, I used it again. Kind of waste to do it at every start, to be honest. I mean, what I said? You don't even know who you are, man. I swear to God. You crazy guys. Yeah, we need to use item button. That's nice, but I don't see a use item button. I could swear it was there the last time, though. Anyways, how's the mission going? Oh, didn't I take the other mission too? Oh well. Just take this Ratakar down, then it's over. Alright, month over, we can return, get our bonus. And we are close to what we are supposed to do, right? Now, do we have enough items for... Yes, we do. Combine all shards. So, these shards, when you got 10, you get these crystals here, right? And... if you do that, you get these techniques unveiled. And then the books also become cheaper. The technique books. This is like the Iron Rose. Again, Blossom is all about flower stuff, and you basically get more flower petals and then you rain death on them or something like that. Weapon? I don't know. I don't even know, man. Just does stuff. And of course, our amazing fist. And you can also see how many there are available on our first level. There are right now 5 big levels, or 5 tiers. The crane stands. A bit cheap, I think. Ah, there's Shio again. Basically the younger brother of the asshole from earlier. And he's basically always a higher rank and bullies you. Blood Palm, yeah, not like that, I'm afraid. You need to concentrate on something. Because each of these trees got their own buffs and debuffs and stuff that you can use. Basically, he's going to beat us up. Well, not yet. In the future, though. In the future, he will beat us up. And let's go Rashi. The fuck? Yeah, it's his own thing. Basically, you got Fist here. You got this here is Blossom. Then you got Weapon. You got Blood. You got Cloud. And what was that? That is Celestial. These are the different types, basically. And they all got their own unique style. To it, at least. The important part is that you become strong and beat enemies up. That's the important part that you need to remember. Hold on, what is this? Reject Fist, go Blood. We can, but we need to save on money. And that will have to wait a little while. Because we do need to get something else first. Namely, an upgrade. There's an upgrade to our artifact weapon, which, very sadly, Deb, will be a sword for the start. No, basically you're not using that, it works on its own and does like 500 damage or something like that, which is really useful. Yeah, we will replace, we will do that too, don't worry. But we still need to do that. We still need to get an upgrade here. No, normally you can just use these in fight, but for some reason the bar is hidden. But I guess that's the issue if you well, you could just save actually, maybe then it works. I guess it is just the issue simply if you sometimes play an early access game. Actually, did we have those? Maybe it's back again, we'll see. I can do one more fight like that, I'm sure, right? Ah, see? Now we got this here. Much better. Much better. Yes, this is early access still. It's in version 0.6 or so, and it easily has enough content to play like 50 hours or so, I think. I mean... Can we see that? I show it to you later. Basically, actually, here are your various stances, right? Celestial, Blood, Cloud, Weapon, Blossom, and Fist. And you can upgrade those again, right? You got buffs from fighting and so on and so forth. You got barriers. You got various skills that you can use. You can get even more stances later on, like 10 or so. It's quite nice. And it's also not cheap, not expensive. I think it was 10 bucks or so. Let me see. It's... Well, currently it's 15 bucks. I bought it on sale for 9 bucks or so. How much more do we need actually? We need 2 more. Well, there's number 2. Oh yeah, it's actually not bad, I think. As long as you have your stats done here already, right? You don't need to use your brain too much, which is nice. The most thinking is about how you want to combine your talents, your stances with the various artifacts you can get later on, the various types of armor you can later on. Basically make your own build and then battle here. Come on, I need one of these big things. We nearly died. Ah, there it is. There it is. Immortal build? We can't do that. I think every build is... Well, I think... No, I think some builds can sometimes get upgrades and so on and so forth, right? But in general, every build is basically workable. So we got a few items that we don't really need. Namely those here, you can only use them to sell. We could get various items here too, various crafting stuff too. But I want to save. Because later on... should we buy one of those? Maybe it's not... We save 6 days or so. Later on it's quite nice because... Not later on. In fact, I'm just looking for someone. There's sometimes a guy that sells stuff. And we need talismans from him. Alright, some more stacked stuff. Become lucky, suck them dry, con build. Yeah, we can do that. In fact, that's actually how blood works, I think. Like I said, we still need to buy the artifact. I know you don't want to, but we actually kinda need to. So basically you get blood corruption, which means we do more damage, but also take more damage. And we even lose health every turn, through everything. But we can consume the blood corruption. And then we heal for that. No, you do this, you gain blood corruption, right? You take some damage, but you also get a power-up. But you can then use this and consume the blood corruption and heal through that. You just need enough health, and need to chain it properly, I guess. And, well, then the question, can you get taken down or not? That's basically the blood thing, right? You heal. Flower is basically you build up flowers stacks or so, and then you bust them. So we need to do the thing that that doesn't want us to do. We need to get this thing here. Why do we need that? You'll see. You'll see. I promise it makes sense. Don't worry. Here, we can equip it, namely, as an artifact. And this will currently deal around 1,350 damage each turn in addition. Alright. So, I didn't do too much, that's why I can't tell how everything works, right? But I know basically this is how flower works, this is how blood works. And fist, you basically have barriers where you don't even take any damage, you just got barriers. And you get a few buffs and just beat them to death. That's also quite nice. Yeah, that's basically how this works. You literally get, I think it's this one here, right? Cascade of Roses. You gain stacks of Fragrant Blossom, which gives a boost. And the more stacks you have, the bigger the boost is. And then you can use Razor Rose, and you can get even more stacks, right? Both of these things stacks, and in the end you shoot them at the enemy, basically. And the more stacks you have, the more time you have to get these stacks, the more powerful it is. Like I said, you can do quite a few nice things there. Anyways, let's heal up first. And did we get enough for the quest? How much did we need? Oh yeah, we have. So I need to talk to... Not you, you're the asshole. There's the guy, his big brother. Alright, basically we can, of course, also modify skills. And that's what we're going to learn right now. Basically we can go to techniques and also to the crafting stuff, by the way. And we can tap mastery. Cost us key, as you can see here, right? And right now we got this here. We have a 10% chance to gain 500 barrier, which is not the worst actually. It's okay. And you got various levels, which we will be going through after this tutorial here. Yeah, we can also upgrade the crafting, that's right. Action intensity. Can I do my own stuff? Yes, thank you very much. Sadly we got no key left, but what did we do? This one here, right? So you can also see this here because you can also upgrade it, obviously. And if you go here, these are all the different kinds that you could get. And basically, at least in the first level I read, that we want to have mostly anything that gives you a barrier or heals. So not damage, but anything that gives you a barrier or heals. I'm not sure if you want to have the... I think these here are mostly equal, right? I mean, 10% for 300 means 30 anyways. So, you know, more or less the same. But any of those and upgrade it to the highest level. Basically there's level 1 to 5 in rarity, and the rarer it is, obviously, the better it is, right? And you can do that for every single thing that you have. For every one of those, and for every one of those, right, as of right now. You also meet him at the sect. Okay. You can do that. Basically you want to get tons of key, and I upgrade everything that we have. Alright, as she's back, basically the first three things that she's now back. And she basically wants to repay the debt that she got from us, because we took her Tribulation Lightning. And basically she wants us to explore some mystical region. And it needs to be us, because only people below key condensation can go in there, and she's obviously too high. Now, and to have better chance, she wants us to go to the first mountain and pass a certain trial, and then we can get a better method to get to the second level. This game was Miumchi's childhood. I was very sure that this was true. Miumchi, we played the Guna game on Monday? No, Sunday, I think, right? Yes, we had played the Guna game on Sunday again. The Guna Wuxia game. In case you missed that. I will be playing that tomorrow, Miumchi. And we will even go for the little sister route. And on Friday should be when Winds Meet, I think, come out. So I definitely will be playing that. Nice, yeah, I figured you guys would love that. Oh wait! Lucky streams tomorrow, right? He starts streaming on Thursday. Well, I guess we start the run, but we'll finish some other time then. Well, we could also skip through the stuff we already have. I'm not sure. That's something that you guys need to decide if you just want to skip through the dialogue we already had and only do the little sister interactions or not. Alright, we also discovered where there are mines and herb harvest. We can't harvest anything there yet, but we can buy stuff which we may need. And there's P-Lip or Lip-P, I'm not sure. Basically, he's some crafter guy, and Aima is some kind of fighter girl. Nice to meet ya. And basically, they can become our friends, and you get a few benefits from that. They can come with you and help you out a little bit. You get a small buff when you are in fighting with you, and she often has enough. She, for example, often has additional quests, which doesn't cost time and is quite beneficial. And this guy often wants you to craft something, where you can then get better at crafting. Stream earlier? I mean, I would, but I need to work. I guess I could stream starting at 1700. But let me check how long did we need for the other stream. We needed around 3.5 hours. So if I do stream a bit earlier, it could actually be enough, yeah? Alright, that means we'll be playing tomorrow 1 hour earlier. And we should maybe, hopefully, barely be able to do everything that we need to do. We might be slightly late to Lucky, but that's it. Alright. So. Triumph Weapons will take a while. We need some items for that. We need even more key now. Let's see. So basically what we got right now, right? We got pretty good skill so far. We also got our first artifact. We probably want to have a better armor, but for that we need a few crafting thingies, which means we would need to buy the Gia blade, which costs us. Actually, we could get it already. Huh. Yeah, let's get that. We probably want the help of the other guy to actually do that, because he can help us making things, even though it's a bit more expensive. What do we need for that? Clothing? Haha, yeah, it's red. We would need a blank armor, which we also don't have. We would need a small scale, wherever we get that from, and 1 cold iron. It might be that we need to get more than these, because if we get help from the other guy, we need more materials. So that's the other thing. And then we would like to get a talisman, I'm pretty sure. Talisman. Let me see. High-end forest. Shoe plants. Shoe plants. So I want to check out the shoe plants. I think we can do those. And let's see. Let's see at the Spirit Hub Garden. There's the other guy right now. But we don't necessarily need anything. There's a high-end thingy. The girl is right now in the forest. But I would like to go into the shoe plains. And just now they do it, the trader has appeared. And I need his stuff. Well, I'm not sure if we got enough money for that anyways. Let's beat up Spirit Beast instead. I think this would still be on our level mostly. Yeah, see, they are still body forging, so it should be fine. And here's now our artifact, and it will attack automatically 3 times, just as we do. And it will do very decent damage, which will be very, very helpful. I guess I could make it a bit slower again, but it should be fine. Pew 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 pew. So we need... Good question, how much do we need? We need 3 of these beasts each in that level here. We need more blood, more beasts, yeah. We will be going blood. In fact, we might be able to go blood after this. We should get some experience. I'm not sure if it's worth it, because I'm pretty sure we need more experience. Or rather, more blood skills. Yeah, because we take tons of damage. Yeah, I wish I could absorb it, but that means working on our skills. And if we go blood, then it makes no sense to work on our skills, because we are going to switch those anyways, you know? In fact, I discovered our old village. In fact, there's already 1 blood technique. Let's see what we get. It's not a bad idea to do this, because even if you... that's something we didn't have, actually. The Purify Blood. Gain 800 barrier. And gain 3 stacks of Pure Blood. Let's see. Pure Blood does what? Consume to negate the next stack of Blood Corruption. So this basically works a bit different than the manual that we had, right? I mean, we're not losing. Also, we are half... I mean... This is a beginner quest, but not exactly the tutorial anymore. Pure Blood basically negates the blood corruption, so this actually kind of works around the other talent, right? The other build was completely getting corruption and consuming it, and this kind of works differently. So it might be that we need to think how we want to deal with that. Blood! That's right. I really need to go there. I want to see if we can buy the talisman. Let's see, sell some stuff. All the treasure. Blood for the blood god, exactly. So, talisman trader. We need this barrier talisman. But I'm not sure if we can do it. What's it called? Shield talisman? 2 stacks of shield. Yeah, and each shield got 3000 barrier of 3000. Yes, this is what we want to get, I'm pretty sure. If we get that, we even have the money, which is very good. You're a normal trader, right? What are you selling, buddy? Various fruits. Charging refinement, some herbs. Some more pills, more healing pills. It's all very nice, but I don't really necessarily need that. How much money do we have left? 1600, it's not the worst. 1600, huh? The key pool pill gives us what? Restores key pool? No. Anti-pill? No. Basically there can be pills that you can get and buy. I think mostly in the sect though. Which gives you more key immediately. Alright, let's equip the thing. Oop. 7 days. I have to go there immediately then and stop the quest. So now we are back to 1600. Which isn't bad. Oh yeah, do we even have these? Oh yeah, here, see? You buy these things, it's quite expensive though, and you get 500 key immediately. Also, this is a flying sword. Do we have the same one actually? 75? I think we do, right? Yeah, it is. So we saved us that expense at least. Now, so the thing is, you could buy that, but we only have this single manual here. I would kinda need another manual to actually make it worth it, you know? I guess you could just spam that, to be honest. You deal damage, have 2 stacks, and then you heal twice. You only do 2000 damage, though. How much damage do we do right now in our build? Right now we do 900, gain a barrier. Deal 800, gain ripple force, so we do more damage. Gain even more buffs, and then we do 900, 900, 2000. So this here would do much more damage though. But if you want to dab, I could buy it. I just don't think it makes much sense, to be honest, because we don't have all the buffs, you know. We need more manuals to make that worth it. Or more skills from the blood crystals. And if you don't have that, then I think it doesn't make much sense, you know? Because we also need a better armor, for example, and we can get the blank here, which is still not that much, right? We still got quite a bit left, and we also got various pills that we got. That we could get, let's say. So what would we need to create this one here? I don't have these bones. And we need tough iron ore. Is that 3 here? Which means if you want the other guy to help us, we need 5. Some more blood. We could maybe even do that on our own if you're lucky enough. Alright, let's talk to the guy first. What are you up to? Especially this guy always wants to craft stuff. But you're not going to help me yet, right? Because normally he helps you, but I think that will only start later on. And she basically is some fight maniac. Fight, 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 fight. That's how it works. Alright. Just heal up first. Boop. Alright, so let's check out first how it works right now for us, right? And we need to go here anyways. And we need what exactly? Ah yeah, both two things in here. The nice thing is sometimes when you fight here, right, and you find... We fight the red-headed girl, then you can fight multiple enemies at the same time, which is quite nice. The steam machine! What, wait, what? Volvo? Are you just kidding me, Deb? Crap. Valve. What's the steam machine? Is it a console? Basically this number here, right? That is how much health you actually have. So we have a barely of like 5,000 or so. A Steam compatible PC? So it's basically some kind of PC console. Do I see this right? Yeah, maybe, right? Let's see. The Steam Machine. Past hour. I mean, I was even meant to look. Can we see it on Steam directly on the Steam page? Would make sense, right? That they would be selling that there or telling about that here. Not seeing it there though. Not yet, at least. It's a cube. Apparently it's big on VR. Well, I'm not sure. This game pretty positive? Why shouldn't it be negative? Still need one more, and then we need a new op thingy. Well, let me open that. I'm not sure if I like the controller, to be perfectly honest. But we'll see. And the VR, huh? How expensive is the VR actually? the first comment, where's my Half-Life 3 game? Steam powered. Coming in 2026. And combined with the Steam Deck, that would be nice. I got a Steam Deck. It's pretty neat actually. So what can you do? Steam machine. Click on it. Oh, it's your Steam library, of course, right? So basically the idea is you have this thing and you connect it to your PC, right? To your TV. Did you notice we are not we're not losing any health anymore? "4K gaming with 60 FPS. I don't know, man. Cool and quiet. We learned about the ancestral burrows. Wonder how it actually looks like. Okay. I was looking at it, at the Steam page, and suddenly my whole browser froze for a second. We need one more of these Neopster thingies. I mean, I kinda didn't see how... Ah, there it is. It's at the bottom how powerful it is. What do you have? Same custom AMD Zen 460 12T. I have no idea what it means. Up to 418 GHz though. GPU is AMD. 16 GB of DDR5 and 8 GB of DDR6. Okay. I mean, I guess it depends how expensive that thing is, right? As a console to run stuff next to it. I don't know, could be nice. I didn't see any prices though. Come on, bird. Goddamn bird, just appear. There we are. I mean, I think it arrives only next year, right? I mean, only. We already got 25. But I just guess it won't arrive in early on. It's probably a bit later. And is it then still good for its price? That's an interesting question, I think. Okay. We get some resources now for free. After we handed in our 3 missions. Let's keep going for Fist first. Blossom, Fist, some Elixir. Oh, that's very nice. We get it basically every year. Let's see, yes, to use it. Consumed. How many bones do we have right now, actually? 11. Let's learn more techniques first. One more blood technique, the Razor Rose, Cloud technique. Where's my Half-Life 3 Gave? Right. More kicks. Let's see. See, right now this thing is discounted because we basically already know all the skills on it. But we can still learn good ideas how to use it. That's why it's not as expensive anymore. And it can also happen with the other stuff. We got quite a few sect favor now though. We probably would need to either buy the bottleneck builds or get better at using these various abilities here. Let's see, we get around 800, right? Money wise, yeah, let's see if we can buy the materials that we need for the armor stuff. So we can't mine yet, we can only do this at the next level. Actually, we can also add a few more things, so we got more money. And let's see, we need the normal tough iron ore, right? Even better armor there. But I don't think we can do that at all. It is for Meridian. And the 1000-year blade. So, how expensive are 5? Well, not that much actually. Not that much, that is. Let's see if we can reach this guy before the month is over. I think we can. Basically, you can see here right now. Here's a small quest for us. basically you want to craft with us. And he can also sell us a few various pretty good skills actually. What does it do? Keys perfection, completion, restore the pool. Let's actually go with that one here. And now you could say you want to craft a recipe. And let's say we want to do... This we can't do because we don't have the materials, right? But we can do this. And again, now we need 5. It would be only 3 normally. But there's a pretty good chance that it comes out as perfect or normal. And actually in this case, any is okay. And we don't need to do the minigame for that either. Boom. So right now, we could basically not yet do that. We need 1 more armor blank. Then we need 2 cold iron and we need to figure out where we get small scales from. We need 5 more of those. Darn. So 5 more of those and small scales, right? Well, let's get those then. May get them from here actually. That will make sense. Let's see. 3, 4, 5. Here we also need 2 of these cold items, but we don't have enough money right now. We return right now to the sect in a few days. The month is over. The trader is there, but we don't necessarily need him. Let's see. Actually, let me take a look at the map first. Okay, she is in the crossroads. It might be interesting then. Crossroads means this guy here. And I think Liaoshong is in the forest. Yeah, let's try that out. Also forest? Also forest, yes. I want to try that out, because we need these 5, whatever it was, right? And it could be that we find them in the forest, these small scales it was, yes. 5 days over, we arrive here and talk to her. Seek danger, that's what she does. And we either fight a small boss or a group of enemies. Oh yeah, but it's not just delivery. You also need to create these materials. So it's not just delivery. You need to get the delivery item first. Right, and now she's here with you. She can do that later on too if you are friends with her. And you see right now, she makes it so that each technique deals basically 200 more damage. Just buy it. Depends on what it is. Depending on what it is, we might not... Actually, you could do that, yeah? But we actually need to take a look if it's still worth it then. Because if it costs like 800, and you got 1200, but you travel around all the time, right? Let's do an auto battle. I mean, if you go back and forth, right? In that case, it costs you time that you could spend doing something else, of course. So, it might not necessarily be worth it, is what I'm trying to say here, you know. These alphas, you can either fight with her, or you can take missions from the other base here, the Ventian something something, and you can do the same thing here then. And of course, if you do something with her together, or craft with the other guy, your friendship goes up by 1. We still need... how much? 3 Rataska. So, there's also some other guy here, so if you get really lucky, he might need help also, or she will trigger something, and then we only need to take 1 fight, because we fight a whole group of enemies. Ah, see? There she is. And we can do now something like this again. There's a caravan and Gorashi are there. Darn, the wrong type. And if you're now fighting 4 at the same time. Basically they do a slight bonus and then if they're dead, then the next one comes in and the bonus is gone. If it was the Rataskar, we could have finished our quest immediately. Even though it's not bad, because you get quite a few items and experience, of course. And by now I think we are quite strong, because the talisman is working really well. That will only work as long, though, as you actually have a talisman of that level against this type of enemy. And the more you play, or rather, the more you continue, the less powerful the talisman obviously is, right? Still, we need Rataskar twice more. One more. Then we can explore the forest. That was it. Right. Forest is here. We weren't here at all yet. And what I would really be interested in would be some scale, if you could get it. Some small scale thing is we need. Monkey Gar. The first Rataskar you killed with her doesn't count. I mean, oh yeah, see? These are the scales. Do you remember how many we need? Because I don't. Where was it? There's some overview for that somewhere. Ah, here, recipes. So we can do this here now. We got a second one. And then we have these two. We got 3, right? So if you want the help, we probably need 5. Which means 4 more of these. And then probably a second of these cold items, which is quite expensive. If you could get the good armor, it would be immensely helpful, because we really take much less damage then. Okay, 2, I want at least 5. And if I see the numbers here... Well, there's a Wen Qiao thing, but one more of these Leo something things. This here, right? So we got all 3 of those, one after another. I didn't get any Leo something at all. No. Wei Shong at all. So, learn about the deep forest, which is very nice. Oh yeah, there's the Wen Qiao. We need 3 of these too. I might even need more than that, because we still need these 5 5 whatever thingies. Small scales? Yes. So 3 more of those. You farming this guy. Yeah, we are going to farm up until we got 5. And that very hopefully should be enough. God damn it, still didn't trigger. Well, we'll be killing more monsters then. Because we need 5. And if you can get the other items 1 or twice, you can get the good armor. If you get lucky enough, with 50% chance. And... well... then we are even tougher. Okay, that's the 3rd one. Actually, calendar. Hold up. We are here, so we got some time, and then in month 11 we got a beast wave, and then we got some festival in the Liangqiao Valley. West Festival. It's actually blood. So I guess by then, even though we're probably too weak, we might do what Deb wants us to do, and actually go blood for that. Because basically it's, the festival, depending on the year, gives very nice bonuses. And we also need quite a bit of money, now that I remember that correctly, for the respective element. Still 2 more, huh? Number 4. Boop. Okay. We got the first 2, and with the first 2 mobs, right? But I guess we're a little bit unlucky. Miumchi, did you maybe curse me? We indeed keep farming it. Yeah, very unlucky. Alright, there we got it. Yeesh. Okay, next month. Let's send all the quests in first. Let's enter. I think the guy wants to help us out again. And you basically always want to do that because you can try crafting without missing any materials. Because you don't have to spend those, the guy does it for you. And... hold on, that's what? Perfection. Yeah, I don't think we will be doing much good here, huh? And you can train how it works. You don't get anything from him, of course, right? It's just training after all. Actually, that was pretty good. Because we didn't upgrade our abilities yet at all. No, we got 4,000 points actually. Give me the cheap manual here, so we could use it. Probably also want to get this on here. Actually, you kind of want everything, to be honest. Just the important point, you know? probably also want to craft the cauldrons so we can make our own good stuff. Ah, yeah, since you're here anyways, buddy, how about we make that one? Oh, you could make that two for us. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so you we need another trade for you. Good to know. So you will need those here. But we need another blank, right? We need two of those, so please make me one of those. Even got the good one, we got two at the same time, which is nice. So now we need two cold items, which is quite expensive. If we want to get the good disciple garb, we need clothing. Two of those, we got them immediately, very nice. We also need two nether trade, so we need two nether trade and two cold iron. Then we can upgrade our various things. We also spar with him. Let's do that. Sparring also gives you one more relationship, and why wouldn't you want to beat those guys up? It was kind of tough actually. But we got another battle sense, one more key, and a few more of these here. Which does remind me, we want to use a few more of those to learn all the abilities. Another blood crystal. What is that? Blood bolt. If we use that, we do 1500 damage, and we gain one more stack of blood corruption again. Then the blossom. Gains 2 Razor Blossom, deals 150 damage per Razor Blossom. So if you had like... Is there a maximum? Oh yeah, look at this. If you have 90 stacks, 90, the damage is 50%, which means it would be 225. But you do lose half your stacks, so I'm not sure how you can do that. Also, doesn't it say twice it does do 50% more damage? The Razor Blossom mean you deal 225 damage per default, and if you use the Thorn Shot you get 50 damage again, right? No, is it? Yes, per stack and per Razor Blossom. Does it mean it doubles? So it's like nearly 450 damage or something like that per wand. If you have at least 90 and if you fire all of them, it's kinda sick. So I'm not sure how you do that, because I don't think you can get that many stacks. It sounds interesting though. The Moonstrike, then there's some weapon upgrade. Nice. Yeah, I just wonder how you can get to that, right? Alright. Oh, see? Right now we already know all the possible fist techniques, so we can do two things. Well, actually one thing. We could sell them, obviously, or we can get an Enhancement Dust. I want the Enhancement Dust because... I know, and that's a crazy talk. You can enhance stuff with that. I know. Ah yeah, Cultivation Chamber. Middle. We can't do that though, because we need a pill for that. We need a bottleneck pill, which costs us 5,000 something, or we get the materials for it. All on groin, yeah, I knew you would be like that. For that you would need 633, which also costs us a few things. However, we don't have any money, right? Ah yeah. You were talking about doing the delivery stuff, right? Early on. Let's say you do the healing pill, right? Costs us 717. If we buy our healing pill... do they even sell those? I don't think they even sell those. Yeah, they're not even selling those, so you can't do that. You need to create those on your own. To be fair, we did this with the healing pill already, right? I think the recuperation pill we bought for around 150 spirit stones, not stacked favor, in actually the outpost. That would be an option, that you spend 150 and 150 ducatos and get this money here, right? So let's just take all the quests that we can. Niasta is in the shoe plains, sure. But before we do that, let's see if we can buy the things to our armor upgrade. After we sold tons of stuff, hopefully. 3000 spirit stone, that could be enough. Also, can we just use those? Oh, things first. Cold iron, right? We need 2 of those. We also need 2 of those. And now we're poor again. Oh, that was wrong. So let's see. Blah blah blah, I know. So if we were to do the bottleneck pill with his help, we need 955. That was something else. Maybe we see it again. This is kinda bad. Why is it only 20%? I don't want to do 20%. But I would like to do 90%. That sounds pretty good. We got it. It's a plus. That is actually important, because you need the good one for 2 things. Number 1, it's better than what we currently have. We only got the normal one. This one is an upgrade in basically everything. Besides max barrier, it stayed the same. But we got more charisma and more defense. Now, why is it so bad for the other recipe? I thought it was earlier 60%. I could swear this was 6% earlier. I was kinda sure. Well, let's just heal up first. Maybe it's because we're not healed or so, I don't know. It'd be quite nice if the game would tell you what influences the success chance, right? Yeah, it says 70%. But why? Well, I guess it's a difficulty simply. So, if you go to the furnace thingy, right? This one got 7 stars, and this one got 13 stars. There comes the difficulty from. So, how can we get better at this? Based on your current statistics. Oh. I guess if we craft more things, maybe on our own, we can get better at this. So we already know how to do the pill, which is nice. We could learn how to do this. Let's get... This should be super easy, right? 3 lesser, 1 higher. Now, I thought we had a higher chance earlier, but maybe we had a buff or so, or I missed it somewhere else, you know? Oh. Do we have a quest in the crossroads? Yes, we go Rashi's. In that case, let's go there first. Just because she's here. Maybe she can help us. And we actually fight Gorashis. If not, we probably fight something big. Yeah, the alphas. Oh well. But it might have been... I mean, it might have been that one, but I really thought it was the other one, you know? But I think we just need to do more training or so. With crafting, that is. Craft a few more things. And the Rajas gun as well. We don't need those though. We would need the other ones. But it's still useful to do that. Yeah, but I think we just need... we just craft more things. I think then we get some training or so. I think there's even a modifier for that. like if you do your battles right, you get something that is called battle experience or something like that. Let me see that. Here. Oh yes. Yes, you got your battle sense. You see, if you battle enough, you get a small bonus and so on and so forth. And I think for crafting skill, it's the same thing. And I guess if you just craft maybe once more, it will have less stars, and thus it will have a higher chance that we can get the, well, the higher chance to craft, right? Gorashi 3. I think we got some spirit stones out of that. Alright, 2 more of those, and then we take a look at the other. Yeah. Just grind. As long as you got your build, you can just nicely grind. It is beautiful. Okay, that's the next month. We have a bit more time, I think. Until the next big event it is. And another Gorashi. Perfect. So, according to the calendar, we got, let's say, 1 or 2 more months still, so no need to hurry. But we definitely should go to Shoe Plant, because she's here again. And maybe we can get an event for the whatever it was. If not, we fight something big. Yeah, we had something big. We need 3 of those, 3 noble ones of those. Took some damage, but we can deal with it, I think. It's not that bad. Now, see if we got enough battle scent, we can get yet another stance. And we are quite close to become better friends. Okay, that's number 1. Stop following her, you stalker. No. Maybe she got a midriff. You don't know that, Miyumchi, right? Alright. Someone needs my help. A stampede of the wrong ones, though. Not the ones that we did want to have. But, you know. Everything is a something, right? Oh. That was a bit close right now. We nearly died. Let's get another heal in. This should be enough, right? It's only 1 more after that. I don't even know what you can give to her, to be honest. But you can definitely speed it up, and it's not just this 1 level. There are multiple levels, right? You're like an acquaintance, and we are a friend, a close friend, and then I don't know what else comes. So you can definitely speed it up, and then you can, then she helps you out earlier. And I think the higher her level is, the better she is if you take her along. Alright. That's our second one only, I think. We had so many fights on this plane right now. It's only the second Nia Oster. Which reminds me, how many items do we have right now? We can get some more, right? Yes, yes. 2 more blood skills. Cleanse blood, consumed up to 5 stacks, so we can use it before also. And then we gain 1 stack of cleansed blood per stack consumed. Blood boost, 10% per stack to a maximum of 200. Yeah, what does it do? Ah, I see. Basically, you got blood skill, right? And if you got enough, you get a bonus to attack and so on and so forth. No, it was because there were 4 enemies at the same time. And basically, we got this shield talisman. It gives us a total of 6,000 barrier, but it's only at the start of the battle. But because there were 4 enemies, it only was actually for the very first one. Yeah, the issue is that we don't have good mania, so we would need to figure out our own skills. Or I guess I can I could just take a look at the Steam forum. I think there's a guide for that. At least for the early levels. Guides here. Let's see. Blood. Is that it? Blood. Ah, here. Blossom blood. So we want pure blood, corruption. Actually, we might have all the talents for that. Let me double check this. So I'll make a new one, and then it starts with this and ends with. I'm missing one more. But the other we would get from the talisman. Basically, we need this one. Yeah, and 2 others that we don't have yet. If we get a bit more blood, then we could actually do it. We just need a little bit more. 2 more skills or so. At least being good, right? And let's see if we still need 1 more of these other thingies. And there it is. That is only on our current level, right? Because on the very first level, you can set up 3 skills, at the next level you can 4, and then 5, and so on and so forth. But you can have multiple stances that can combine with each other too. Basically, you can have buffs on the first stance, and that can of course be used in the next stances then, right? So, probably not yet an upgrade because we didn't do anything yet, right? Yes. Can we craft anything of our own? Yeah, don't worry. It will get better. Oh yeah, sure. If we do that, do we get another crafting upgrade? Because now we have crafted 5 times, right? No. No. Yeah, see, now we got 5. Still a bonus of one though. But does this benefit us somehow? Did this help? That's still 20%. Boo! We can probably craft this on our own though. At least I assume that this will help us. It might be that we need to learn more skills related to crafting too. Actually, if we get help from him, does it also count? Need to check this out. The answer is... it does not. Craft and sell? Yeah, we can actually do that. That's a good idea. We still got 1 more month, so we can do whatever. We got nearly 5,000 sect favor. Actually, also not the skill that we do need. I still wonder what we do need to be counted better at crafting, you know? If you go there, what does it say? Of completion and perfection required. And perfectly recipe based on the current statistics. Of course. We just need to level up. Let's ignore all the rest. We need better key stuff. If you're better at key, at managing key, or maybe get a... yeah, actually maybe if you get a better cauldron, it might also help us. I think raging key is quite good. Empowered, what do you do? Key intensity. Max key pool, key control. And you give... what? Max key pool again. And you get raging key. Bonus control intensity max out with full key pool. Max out with a full key pool? I mean... let's take a look at this. Can we make that? Let's see... what if we do it with your help? How difficult would this thingy then be? Cauldron there. Only 80-22. We need cold iron and flaming yang, but yikes. Is there another option maybe? What about the other ones? Nether jade, small bone and claw. Cold iron next. It costs us quite a bit in any case. I mean, I guess we could get one of those? Key pool, key control. You're not exactly cheap though. Yeah, right. I mean, we could oh, actually we could get the first pill already. Let's not think. Let's just get an upgrade. Actually, how much do we need? We only need 845, so... let's actually do something else first. I think we use up all of our stuff if we do that, all of our key. Let's go to techniques and upgrade that one here. If you want to use blood, let's upgrade that. Oh! It came out very good! It even has a chance to get a barrier, which is also quite nice. Or maybe it's our chosen material. Yeah, don't think, right? Just do it. I have another fist technique. I think it's still a bit lying around. Before we got to blood, we still need to fight a little bit more. So let's upgrade what we already have. Let's see, what do you use right now? These 4, right? You were kinda shit. Let's try mastery once more. 50, fixed barrier is quite good. You can do it like that and use one of these enhancement dusts. How does it work? Yes. Hey? I already used it, right? Do you still need to use the key mastery? I guess so. Also, same thing basically. Alright. Very decent. The next one would be the Ripple Fist. Let's do that with the Palm Blast. I use it too, because why not? Also gain barrier. Then we have that one here, I think. Let's do one normal. Oh, that was absolute crap. And now we have no key left. No! Well, actually not as bad. But I kinda would have wanted to level up, and I kinda forgot all about leveling up. because I was busy leveling up my skills instead. What if we could do? Oh, to Ling Tao village, that's a bit far. I thought it would be somewhere else. Let's go. Ataka on the way. You are in the Haiyan Forest. Yeah, that's fine. We go here and then to there. So basically we upgraded quite a bit, which means this one here has now a 10% chance to give us even more barrier. This one healed for 15, yeah, it kinda crapped out. See, we got now 7000 barrier. This one here got 10% chance to also give us a barrier. And I'm not sure if it also deals more damage. Because we leveled it up to a higher level, you know. I'm pretty sure we did. Because, yeah, see, the Palm Blast only did 2000 damage, right? It now does 3700 damage, nearly twice, so... Yeah, leveling up skills is quite good, you know? Yes, we need Rathaskar. Of course it no longer drops. Three times the same one. Okay, 2 more of those. And we got it in the next month. Let's see... You still have 1 more month before anything of important triggers. Then you can see the beast wave. And I think 1 more, right? We might get beaten up now by this asshole here. Yep. We're going to get beaten up in any case, especially since we are already weak, and this guy is late. So we're not standing any chance there. But that's basically meant to be, he's an asshole. But sometimes you win against him. I think exactly once until then he levels up again. And does he steal my stuff? No, he doesn't. We just lose experience. And we are super duper wounded. Thanks, asshole. There goes 6 days. Let's see, we got currently 1779 currency, right? We have 800. I think we need like 45 more experience to level up, right? Oh, can we already? Apparently. Not this one though. No, kill. There we go. I think we can. Can we? I think we still need a bit more experience here. I need 38 more. We can do that in our disciple room for just a day or 2, right? Meditate. Just for like Probably 1 day or so. 2 days? 1 day should be enough, right? Yeah, should be enough. Alright, let's get past the bottleneck. We get a small upgrade to our stats with that. Wait, didn't you heal? It wouldn't have changed anything. It was too strong for us. Thanks, alright, we can upgrade to Key Control and Intensify. Plus, of course, we do more damage. Our artifact does more damage, we got more health, more barrier. All around upgrade. Pretty nice, right? Now, that should have helped us in regards to that. Well, maybe it did, but not enough. I think it's still on the same level even. Why is it 20%? How's it calculated? Then, info how this is done? I mean, we could nearly try it on our own, I guess. Or maybe we need to try and learn more related skills or so. All possible. Or maybe we need to get a cauldron or so. You know what? I want to say it doesn't matter, but... Blossom technique only, huh? Let's see... Let's learn all the skills we can first. Yeah. Yeah, I know, but it should get easier if you have higher stats, right? Oh, that's also a good idea, Miyomchi. That could also be. That, if you craft more with him, then he does more of those. We can also try getting these here, because the next build costs like 5,600 notes or so. And if you do this one, it's much easier, obviously. So, 955. That wouldn't be that much, but we kinda need the money, actually. On clothing blank? Ah, it's in the village. That's so far away, though. I mean, we could try and get this talus and get this cauldron here. Just in case. You also need to get all the upgrades to the skills, actually. So, I mean, you don't need to, right? But it would make sense to grind like that. So, if I equip this now... We have a higher key pool, so we can use abilities often. More often, we get even higher key control. Does this help already? Nah, not really, right? I don't see any difference. Oh, but this is... No. Only 4 though. Wasn't it 5 earlier? Oh, look at this. See, it's 6 now. It is 6 now. So it definitely did help. Maybe we just need to leave. You know, travel. Re-enter maybe? So that he reloads that or so? No, still not. You know what? We just crafted on our own. We will probably not do that very well, to be honest, because we didn't really invest into those related skills. Not yet. But at least you get something out of it, you know? Actually, it's not so bad. Let's risk it. We got it! It's a plus version. Craft with your own blood, that's right. Thanks, Knavel. We actually got lucky, we got the plus version. Because look at this. The barrier is 30% better, and we get 4,000 defense. Well? Nice, huh? What you say now, buddy? 20%? Ha! Ha! Anyways, need to grind a bit more. Let's go... see, this is I think this is more or less on the way I want to go. The very weird plains, let's do that. Now before we do anything, and we need to go to here very short. This is where we need to do some, need to do this trial of worthiness, right, that we got from the other quest. And basically, we needed the good key clothing here, because we needed the charisma boost. Because you need to split the rice ball in the stupid quest here, else you cannot proceed. Basically, be nice to both sides. And you also need to have done enough battles, so that you have at least a battle sense of 10. Yeah, congrats, really, that was quite lucky. Dang, we need to craft twice more. So we can't do it yet. But they actually were kinda close. Okay, then we have some crafting thingy. And suddenly this thing here appears. The Forge Spirit. I'm not a thief, I'm a disciple. And basically she wants to give her a spirit core. And then she can help us somehow. I don't know, man. Nice thing is though, we finally get some compendium here. Which tells us where we can find stuff. Well, mostly, right? In which we can use the things, where we can find them and so on and so forth. That's not terrible, it's good to know. And we can also reforge artifacts later on. For example, this flying sword. We could upgrade it to flying sword +1. And it gains a travel speed of 7 more. But for that we would need an extra spirit core again and other materials, which we don't really have. But it's an option for later on. Alright, enough talking or fighting. A quest is here, so let's go there to the Shu Plains. She's here again, so we can seek some danger with her. Let's do it. Oh, I forgot to use the good armor. I'm sure we'll be fine. It's only early after all, right? Yeah, we completely destroyed that guy. So I need to craft 2 more things, so I need to get a better crafting sense somehow. What do we even need? Do we need those guys or the others? Yeah, crafting skill of 8. Okay, we need these Siabu thingies. And we now got a Beast Wave, which we will go immediately after we got this here. But the wrong one though. Okay, number 2. And number 3. Right, let's actually do equip the armor for now, because we had some nice tough battles. Basically, this is as good as it gets in our current level. So we need to go to here, there's now a Beast Wave. Before we do that though... there's some other guy, some other helper again. I'm sure we're going to help him. Sorry, do I know you? Basically, he thinks he's some noble guy or so, because clearly this guy looks very noble. And basically, he's no sect cultivator. That's what he actually means. Now, market first, sell stuff. In fact, you can sell quite a few things, like the the worst thing here. We might need the iron later on, but let's keep that for now. 5,700 is not enough, but we might get some money. from here. Let's go get the alpha quests. And also the pack. Anything else? Healer? No, let's do the beast wave now. So we can either do make pills or fight. Obviously we fight. I actually never checked out what the healing does. What we need to do there. And as you can see, it's quite a bit here. We got Retaka, Gorashi, and at the end we got even an alpha each. And they all do damage in between. Thankfully you should be able to deal with those guys quite quickly. In fact, if I had known that, I could have just gotten here and killed one of the normal things there. I think we're killing them nicely enough. Look, we got 20,000 XP by now, actually, health by now, because we got so much barrier. 21,000. $24,000. I guess I got quite lucky, and the 10% chance is triggering the barrier keeps triggering all the time. Many rewards. And then we get some reputation with these guys. We got some spirit stones. Sadly, those you don't count. You need to actually go to these certain locations. It's a shame. Did we get more blood though? Ah, we need a bit more. Well, let's go. Quest number 1 in 2 days. We got the 2 alphas there. And this guy will now help us out too. Again, we get extra spirit stones to go some proof on this guy. And again, outpost reputation. Now the alpha guy. Whoop. This is a trader, right? Anything cool? But we kinda need the spirit grass, right? But it's 43 cheap. And actually I might need the money. So we're not going to do anything just yet. Just go somewhere else, let's see. Let's do this here first, because I don't want to get beaten up by this asshole guy again. Let me do this Wen Jiao pack there. Ooh. $29,000. 30,000. I think the barrier is working quite well. I think we got enough spirit stones as a return. Hopefully we don't get beaten up by the asshole. We are indeed not getting beaten up. We need a bit more for the blood stuff. Just a tiny little bit more. What do we? There's a blossom again? There's blood, and it is... I think one of those that we do need? Yes, it is! It's immediately upgraded. It's see. Oh, we already upgraded. What was it? This one, I think, right? So the same one to this one here, which is a second skill that we do need. Oh, come on, at a +3, and this is what you give me? Disgusting. Let's... Oh, we can't get this. What do we need? What could we do? Crafting hall. Can we just do that? Clothing blank recipe. So we do that and then... Oh! We can just do it like this. Ain't that nice? I should have done that earlier, huh? Look at us go! Look, we're so good! It's maxed. Craft skill +3. Nice. Got some key for that, we can sect favor and all the other good stuff. So now we can learn this one here. Which actually don't need at all. Because it doesn't have the skills we want. Or does it? We need... Actually, yes, we need this one here. Yeah, we can now do it, actually. Another stance. Actually, we need more stance, but hey. It starts with... this, and this. And then, let's just delete those for now. And that too. Cycle position 1. Then the other one has this, and this. And we only use that when pure blood. When pure blood greater than 15. Boom. It's actually so nice how you can make your own builds. It's so interesting that you can do that. It's really, really neat, I think. Technique here. I would love to upgrade our techniques a bit more though. Which is here. No. Here. Yes. So how does the +3 actually work here? Enhance the technique and effect. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's nice. We need 5 more key though. A bit more, yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. Skills on the way, maybe? Not really. Fighting would be nice. Because we need more key. But basically we need to make our way to here. Because now we got the Rugong Festival in this village here. And this one is blood-based. We can't do this because we don't have enough charisma. Hold on. Let me switch out my item. There you go. Organize the firefighting efforts. And that's basically the old village elder. And this is the village where we were at the start. And now we can just say, yeah, we received some good fortune, we now own the sect. And basically he now offers us to restore our home. But to do that, we need to do some other things first. Namely, find someone at some weird cliff. However, that comes later. First things first, let's sell some more things. And then we probably need to equip the good plate again. We are a little bit stronger. And then we can enjoy the festival. Can we though? Yes, we can. First things first, let's go to the food stalls. And eat some. It costs us only 500 spirit stones. But if we get a nice buff, that gives us a blood boost. What does that blood boost do? Well... character? Let me see that here. You can see it somewhere. Give me a second. I need to find it. There was some kind of boost. Wasn't it described here? Ah, what does it matter? Basically, for every 5 points or something like that, our blood techniques do more damage. Which, as you can imagine, is quite good. I just thought we could see that somewhere. I mean, it's just a boost, that's why not a normal upgrade, that's why we don't see it here. But wasn't there some other way to look at this too, somewhere? Well, maybe not. No matter. Anyways, there are various events, and you get a few buffs. Like here, we absorb Ki, which is great, and that means we can upgrade our talents a bit more before we do a duel here. Well, a tournament here. So you, right? Okay, perfect. That's been upgraded to a good level. Then... upgraded, they're both upgraded, so we just need this, the Ethereal Ejection. You can only see the damage here is right now 3044 instead of 2000. Let's do all the blood buffs we got right now. Alright. Max upgrade. Didn't work. Again. It's even worse. It's even worse. Why are you like this game? At least we got a healer in this level 4. I thought we got a +3 bonus or so. Oh well. It's still pretty good. The fruit vendor style. So this way you spend most of your money. Because you can buy a shit ton of spirit fruits for money. Well, 20,000. It currently costs us 10,000 spirit stones. If our reputation with the village is better, it would be a bit cheaper. But it would still be at least 7,500 or so. So it's not exactly cheap. But it's just money, right? And now we got blood plus 20. And now if you check our stuff here, you can see you get a 4% bonus for every 20 blood. So for every 5 one, you get 1% bonus, right? And you need to remember, we got a buff that we have like 365 or so from the food vendor, right? That of course adds to it. We can upload a custom image. I wonder. Wait a minute. Can I use this one? I can. That's kind of funny. How about this one? Oh! Even the GIF works! Argenta. I got the Argenta one somewhere, right? I must have it. Where did I put it? Did I not download it? Darn, well I don't have it with me right now, the Argenta one. Somewhere else. It's kind of funny, this active though. How about that one? What? Did that not work? Yeah, Ah, we don't see shit. Shame. Let's keep the smile one, right? It's a bit too big, but it's still quite nice. How does it look here? It's so big! It's too big, so it's over the limit here. We can't do that. I can't see shit from that. Okay, that's quite funny, but like I said, I can't see anything. So, sadly, if it would cut it off to the right corner, right, or if it would resize it, that would be nice. But sadly, that's a bit too big. Well, Omiyumchi, I got some for you. Let me just see which is the best one for that. Oh yeah. Let's take... Which one should I take? Which one should I take for Miyumchi? Oh yeah, that one. No, better. Much better. Let's see if it works. Not really. It's too big again. Shame. Shamed. Too big. It's not me, Miyumchi. I tried, but it's too big. We could try it with that one again. Let's see. Well, it's an interesting pose, but no. I'm sorry, Miyumchi, it doesn't work. We have to give it up. Anyways, more performance here from the Lore Master. He's just telling us about stuff. About blood. Actually, I could. I'm not sure how small it would need to be, though. Also, our character reset to something completely different. How much should it be? 1536. Let me see this. I could maybe do it. Give me a sec. Let's say I copy that. Boom. Put it into here. Paste. And then and this side, right? Edit with photos, because I'm a lazy bastard like that. And I say cancel. Resize image. 1536. I mean, the height is better than the width. And does it work though? Looks kinda small. I'm not sure if that should work. No, it doesn't work at all. Well, maybe it does work if it's here. No. Not even close. The game light. Well, it didn't save it. It said to this. Save. Save. Replace. Yes. I don't see any difference there. Very sad, Mute. I guess you have to suffer then. Just make it smaller and generally like... No, it's so... Cancel. Yes. Edit. Maybe it's just my auto update that fucks it over. What about now? Doesn't do shit. Well, a little bit maybe. Let's see this, it needs to be much, much smaller. Like 800 or so. Save as 3. Nah. I'm afraid you have to suffer, Miyumchi. Nice hand? Yeah. It's not just a hand that it's nice. Actually, Miyumchi, are you in Max's Discord? The loot court? Anyways, nice lore, buddy. No? Let me invite you. That's something for you. How can I do that? Invite people? Actually, are you in my Discord, Miyumchi? Because else, I probably don't have you in my list here. Let's see. Doesn't look like you are. No, yes, you are. Miyumchi here. Invite to server Maximum 0. I should have invited you to Maximum 0, and in here you just need to go to loot posting, which is exactly what you would like to see. And if you scroll up to the 26th of October, you will see a drop where I posted like a few gigabytes of her photos. Alright, challenge. Let's go with that. The higher challenge, higher the rewards, hopefully. And we gain some of crystals, even level 2 crystal, and spirit fruit, so we're even better at our shit. What do you mean I'm not a gooner? Of course I'm a gooner. Hello? How rude. Yeah, I'm a Deutschman. I got my own dungeon, of course, right? How could it be any different? No, jokes aside. I mean, over the years, you just collect stuff. And she does interesting things, let's say. Anyways, time for the tournament. Let's see how far we can come. Again, 1,000 more spirit stones, which means you're actually quite poor now. If you got no spirit stones left, you spent 13,000. Who? What do you mean, who? We're not even late, we're only middle, so that's... They got more health than we do, because, well, we are late. They're late, we're only middle, so that's quite a problem. Because they also deal more damage. But look at the blood boost, 5%. Oh, is it for 1 year simply? That's only for 1 year, I think. 25%. Those pictures, non-summer check. He healed quite a bit. Look at this, we got all these things here. We beat him up. I mean, are you not in Max's loot court? Surely you are, Deb, right? We got 60, so we can actually use our new ability if we didn't do it yet. I found the drive. Well done, enjoy. No, we are defeated! Well, that's the issue because he was late, and it's just such a big difference. Not only got you like 2,000 more health, but you also get a ton of more damage and so on and so forth. I mean, that's what you are not very much active in the Discord anyways, right? Yeah, this is what it just happens sometimes in the games. I guess you could have healed too, but I actually didn't expect that I would lose so much so quickly. It is what it is. Anyways, I think I ended here. I showed off quite a few things of the game. There's much more to it though. Like, you can experiment so much more with your talent and skills. Like, every time you level up, you have another slot here, right? You have 4 slots, 5 slots, 6 slots, 7 slots, and you can combine them even further. You can upgrade your artifacts, you can have different types of artifacts, and. So that's quite neat. Game costs 15 euros right now, but it's often on sale. So, if you just want to play it sometime, an hour or two, without thinking too much, besides thinking about your build, then that's something for you maybe. Anyways, who's streaming right now besides me? Not Lucky, he's only streaming tomorrow. I'm gonna stream tomorrow 1 hour earlier. I don't wanna stream EU4, I'm kinda pissed at it still. Oh yeah, FG's play Settlers 2. Settlers 2 is quite neat, one of my favorite games. Very comfy, very nice to play. So we're going to raid FG's. Raid FG. So, hope you had fun. Maybe see you tomorrow, 1 hour early, for Guna game yet again. BMG, be there or be square, right? And bye bye.